Hey girl.
Howdy, 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 my beautiful Taurus. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot reading for December, darling. So, between you and your person. So, if you find some cards that resonate, let me know in the comments below which cards do, because that's how I keep up with you, Taurus. As well as if you enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, I always really appreciate it when you take the extra step to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out more than you ever possibly could know, Taurus. I also did your monthly tarot reading. I'll be leaving a link to that to the top right hand corner of your screen, Taurus. But yeah, let's just get into your weekly tarot reading between you and the person that is on your mind at this current point in time, Taurus. Remember, if you want to book a private reading with me, simplyvelca.com. all right? So for you right now, Taurus, you're in the Nine of Pentacles energy with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Devil card coming in here, Taurus. All right, darling. So on your side of things, Taurus, you're in this place right now of where it feels like you really want to be putting the focus just on yourself, but at the same time, you kind of want to be putting your guard down with this. You're kind of wanting to, it feels like you're really wanting to talk about a situation, talk about a problem. I feel like that's the main issue here, going on with you, where it's just like you want things to be working out, you want there to be communication, but it feels as if not a lot of things are being said, but like the body language is off, the text or messaging tone is off, or just their tone in general, maybe even some silence right now. I wouldn't be surprised if you recently got into a little bit of a tiff with this person here, because I do see from your point of view where it's just like, you know, you acknowledge that there's a problem here with the Devil card, right? You acknowledge that there is a problem here, something that needs to be figured out, and you know you're putting yourself first, which I celebrate you for, Taurus. It's something I always have to really hone in on. A lot of my Zodiac signs is being like, put yourself first, darling, put yourself first. But with this Queen of Swords in the reverse, darling, this lets me know where it's just like you still care about this energy a lot. You still want to really bare your heart and soul to this energy here, whether it's romantic or platonic or anything, Taurus. It feels as if you're just trying to be understood at this current point in time. You want your point of view to be understood. You want this other person to understand like why it is that you feel the way that you're feeling, and why it is that you are feeling hurt in some ways as well, because I do get the sensation here, Taurus, that you're feeling slightly hurt. But yeah, definitely with that Queen of Swords being in the reverse, it's such an interesting dynamic, Taurus, don't you think, darling? So let's get seeing what's going on with them. What are their current thoughts and feelings, Taurus, when it comes to this connection right now? Let's see what their current thoughts and feelings are right now, Taurus. So they have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse with the Five of Cups in the upright. And then, Taurus, they have the Three of Cups as well. So Taurus, for them right now, it feels like they are not really in this place of trying to put any effort when it comes to this connection, to be quite blunt. It feels as if what is done sort of thing, and it feels as if they are, especially with this Three of Cups energy here, it's almost as if that they're starting to consider other options at this point in time. It feels as if, like, I do get the sensation that they do care, Taurus. They definitely do care on some level, but it's almost as if they think that this is completely over. I feel as if they don't realize that you're in this Queen of Swords in the reverse energy, Taurus, which as you could tell, I kind of found that to be the interesting dynamic between, or for your energy, Taurus, where it's just like, you're just so self-assured, Taurus, which makes me really happy. You're very self-aware, or just kind of a person that's not living in any type of regret at all, which I just really enjoy, and I really compliment you for that. You're really coming at this from a very empowered, healthy mindset, I feel, Taurus. And on their side of things, I think based off of, because I don't feel as if there's any communication here, Taurus, admittedly. I don't really feel like there's anything going on here right now. I do feel as if you guys recently, semi-recently, got into a little bit of a tiff, got into a little bit of an argument, Taurus, and it was from there that things just kind of turned out not so lovely for them. They just kind of think that this is over now, and they have to consider other options. It feels as if that they think their hands are tied in regards to this situation, Taurus. So Yeah, so let's get the energy between the two of you guys, right? Let's get the energy between the relationship between y'all two. Nine of Cups in the reverse, Taurus, with the Page of Cups. All right. And then Taurus, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. All right now, darling. All right. So the energy between y'all two, there is potential for this energy to be working out still based off of this Page of Cups, for things to be working out in a deeper way. I do feel as if, Taurus, the energy between y'all two is that I don't feel as if you're really interested in budging, Taurus, when it comes to this. I don't feel as if you're really interested in communicating. It feels like you're kind of being in this energy of being like, well, it's kind of on them to, you know, reach back out to me. It's on to them. It's on to them to like come in and apologize and what have you, right? And I'm not arguing one way or another, darling, right? Don't, so Taurus, like, this is just the perspective that I'm seeing here. But I do see, like, and you, that's the thing, both of you guys really want this energy to be working out. I know that for a fact, because Five of Cups, like, they're looking back on this energy while they are trying, like, they are thinking that they have to consider other options, Taurus, right? And that's why they have that Three of Cups there. If you look at the artwork for the Five of Cups, they're looking longingly back at like what the situation used to be, right? You know, the blood was spilled, darling. That's why those cups were spilled, you know, and there's still this part of them that tells them, though, that they have to just move on, that there's not another choice here. So while, Taurus, I don't want you to be too upset in the sense of being like, oh, well, are they just moving on? Are they just, am I just that easy to get over, darling, what have you? That's not the case, Taurus. For them, they really just don't feel like that there's anything left to be had in regards to this connection. They feel as if you're kind of just checked out from the situation. And so I don't see them really putting any energy into this, darling, right? And for that reason, they may not feel like they have to put in an apology, or even if they do feel like they need to apologize, or like the apology is in order to make this work out with you, I feel as if they don't think that you want to hear anything back from them, Taurus. Nine of Cups in the reverse here. Yeah, right now, I feel like you guys are on the current path where you guys really aren't going to be reconnecting anymore, if I'm going to be completely honest, Taurus. So, yeah, darling, very interesting dynamic we have here. Let's start getting into some clarifiers into this connection now. Let's start getting clarifiers on your side, Taurus, with that Nine of Pentacles. So Taurus, you have the Chariot card coming in here with the Wheel card, Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. And then we have the King of Swords coming in here. So Taurus, for you, I feel like you're kind of just digging your heels into the ground, Taurus. It feels as if, like, yeah, as I said, especially with that King of Swords energy, you're very sure of yourself mentally. There's no sense of guilt on your hand whatsoever, I feel. You know, there's this sense of where there's a level to you where it's like, I feel like there's kind of like a pattern in your life as well, Taurus, if I'm going to be completely honest, or where it's just like, you don't really fight for connections. If it's very much so, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen sort of thing. It seems like your main priority right now is just that any connection that you allow into your life, it better be some way of self-serving to you. Otherwise, you're just going to be out the door. Like, you're just not interested in putting any energy into this, which is not necessarily a bad thing, right, Taurus? You know, again, it's definitely, I'm seeing you guys knowing exactly what it is that you are wanting. And it's just like, yeah, you're not really interested in budging with your current mindset on things, Taurus. Let's get some clarification for that Queen of Swords now, darling. We have the High Priestess card coming in here with the Tower card, and then the Queen of Cups. Interesting dynamic. So this is all clarifying your Queen of Swords, Taurus. So it definitely feels like as if you're really referring to your spiritual team. You're asking yourself the questions, Taurus, of where it's just like, well, you're very headstrong, Taurus. That's what you're known for, darling, obviously, in the sense of being like, you know your place, you know where it is you're standing. At the same time, you're still it's like the only energy that you're allowing to really be trustworthy, like that you're trusting and considering their outlook, is more so of your spiritual team, your spirit guides, your ancestors, whatever it is you subscribe to. It's none of my business, Taurus. You're really referring to that. And I do feel as if your spiritual team, if you were to remove the bias, right? Because I do have to, darling, like, I'm that best friend of y'all's from across the screen, honey. So I'm going to always support you, whatever it is that you're doing, darling. But I also have to just be brutally honest as well. I do feel as if some of you Tauruses are kind of ignoring your intuition, ignoring the messages that you're receiving from your spiritual team, in the sense of exuding a little bit more of that Queen of Cups energy, honey. So I said it was interesting if some of y'all might have noticed my comment being like, okay, having that Queen of Cups clarifying that Queen of Swords, because those two energies are very opposite in my opinion. And so the Queen of Cups is all about forgiving energy, a lot more touchy-feely energy, in the sense, softer energy, right? More, just in the sense of considering the other side, Tower card energy. It is this message. I do feel as if your spiritual team is really trying to shake your perspective or shake your approach to how you have your relationships. Because even take a note as well, Taurus, I did kind of say, make a note of where it's like, I feel like it's a pattern in your life of where it's like you're not really you don't fight for connections to happen or try to fight for things to be working out. If the moment something starts not working out, you just cut it off and you're just done, which is not necessarily a bad thing, Taurus, but at the same time, that's a way to just not really ever have like a very secure relationship in your life, whether it's platonic friendships or what have you, because it's inevitable for all relationships that you have to have some misunderstandings, right? And I'm not defending this situation because I don't know what happened between the two of y'all, right? But it's, friendships only become closer through misunderstandings and talking about the issue. Relationships, romantic relationships, only get closer when perspectives are talked about and, trying to see the other side of things. If you just consistently cut things out, connections just never have a chance to actually develop into anything beautiful, right? It's always inevitable for two energies when you're not the exact same type of person to have those types of misunderstandings, right? And it just is a matter of, figuring out if the other side wants to talk about the misunderstandings or not before you really make the decision on if it's worth to cut out. Let's clarify this devil energy here. This will be where it's interesting. Three of Swords in the reverse here, Taurus, with the Three of Wands in the reverse. And then we have the World card in the reverse, Taurus. So with this devil energy here, it definitely feels as if, Taurus, it feels as if for y'all, whatever happened in the situation, what you see as the problem here is that it's almost as if you saw like the same patterns or like you saw some red flags with this situation and it almost caused like this fight or flight with you, Taurus. And I feel like that's kind of what put you in this state of reacting the way that you did. And I don't know if this is based off of like a past pattern with this person or what have you, because I do get the sense that you're referencing this from an old wound. I feel as if you started seeing signs or like this person started exuding different traits of what made you uncomfortable, and that's what made it so easy for you to just cut this off in that sense, Taurus. Before, like, it's like you cut it off, you cut the head off the Hydra or the dragon before you really gave it a chance to breathe fire, Taurus. And I do feel like this is more so from a sense of like fear, Taurus. I do feel as if, like, again, I don't know if this is from a habit they already exuded, because I don't know if you've given this energy several chances or what have you, but it does feel like you were referencing it from a past situation, Taurus. So very interesting. All right, let's start clarifying on their side with that Two of Pentacles. We have here the Knave of Discs, which is the Page of Discs in normal tarot on that Two of Pentacles, with the Lover's card. And then we have the Judgment card coming in here, Taurus. So it does feel as if, yeah, man, they really, Taurus, want to take action towards this, definitely bring things closer again to talk about the issue. But again, with that Page of Pentacles in the reverse, it's almost as if they've feel as if they can't communicate with you, Taurus. I don't know if you guys have blocked them or what have you, but I feel as if they kind of have just convinced themselves that they won't be able to reach you or connect with you in any type of way, but they definitely do want to take action towards this internally. But I don't know if they actually ever will, just because, again, it's like they're convincing themselves that they can't ever communicate with you again. So I don't know if you block them or what have you, Taurus, or what it is that y'all said in your last words, but they feel as if they can't communicate with you anymore, or rather they shouldn't communicate with you anymore. All right, so let's get some clarification on that Five of Cups. Justice card coming in here, Taurus. Libra energy. I just say that no relevance with it. You know, we pulled so many major arcanas. I just like pointing out when it's Libra. Devil card coming in here. Interesting. And then we have the Eight of Discs in the reverse here, Taurus. And this is all on their Five of Cups. So Justice, Devil, and then the Eight of Discs here. So for their point of view as well, Taurus, they don't feel like they did anything wrong as well. It's almost it's this weird mirroring between the both of you guys, Taurus, where it's just like neither of you guys feel like you did anything wrong, and it's all in the other person. And they feel as if like they would be going backwards if they were to engage with you any further, Taurus. It does feel as if on some level that when it comes to engaging with this connection, that they're like, it's almost as if they just feel like there's nothing left to grow with this anymore. It feels as if like there's nothing that they can do on their point of view to really change anything, because from their point of view they didn't do anything wrong. So it's just like they're kind of basing this off of being like, well, if this energy over here, if Taurus over here doesn't communicate with me, clearly they're at peace with whatever's happened and they don't want to talk about an issue, so they're not going to bother talking about the issue either, Taurus. Both of you guys don't feel like you did anything wrong or feel as if like you're at fault or whatever the case is, Taurus. Both of y'all are very stubborn, darling. Very, very stubborn, honey. Let's clarify this Three of Cups here. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse with the Nine of Discs, Nine of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So Taurus, even as I was suspecting, even though they are just considering their other options looking around, that Knight of Cups in the reverse speaks volumes, Taurus, because it's like, yeah, they're looking around, maybe they're like swiping on Tinder, or, you know, maybe they're looking at other friend groups, maybe they're talking to other friend groups again. I kind of get the suspicion that they kind of went back to old energies again. Maybe they start reconnecting with old friends and people they haven't communicated with in a while, Taurus, but their heart's not into this. You know, their heart's not into this at all. I do feel as if like they have a lot of unsettled emotions towards you, Taurus, but again, like it's never gonna happen. Like no communication or anything's gonna be happening in regards to this, because like no one wants to talk about it, Taurus. But truly from their point of view, clearly they care about you still. Clearly they want to make things work with you, but they feel like they can't for whatever the reason is. You know, and I think it's the communication's really the main issue. And so it's just like they're considering other options. They're looking at their other opportunities, but their heart's not into it. They don't, you know, it's not what they want. They want you, Taurus, at the end of the day, darling. So let's start clarifying the Nine of Cups between the for the energy between y'all two. We have the Death card coming in the reverse, Taurus, with the Seven of Discs, Seven of Pentacles, and then the Two of Swords coming in here. I don't feel as if y'all's story is done, Taurus. I don't feel like y'all's story is quite done yet. Yeah, you guys are at this crossroads right now. It does feel as if both of you guys don't really see each other in the same way that you once did beforehand. But your story's not done here. There's definitely some more energy going to be happening between the two of y'all. I don't know if it's going to be this week or even this month, darling, but y'all's story isn't done yet, I feel. There's definitely something that's going to be happening that kind of puts you both into this position of putting more effort into this to see if it's truly gone or not. I feel as if both of you guys are just both staring at this crossroads. Maybe both of you guys are just looking at each other's profiles right now, debating on messaging each other or not. But yeah, both of you guys just have to warm up to the decision of taking that path of communicating. But y'all's story definitely isn't done for sure. Let's look at this Page of Cups. Ace of Wands coming in. union for you guys in the reverse, with the Six of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So Taurus, in this connection here with this Page of Cups, neither of you guys will really have, like, I don't feel as if you, that's the thing, it feels as if both of you guys see each other, and it's through, like, there's something that clicked between the two of you guys when you guys communicated, and there's no one else that's going to be, that will make you happy. There's no other options that will make you happy. And so it's just like, I feel like both of you guys will eventually just get to the point of where it's like you try to make it work with other connections, and eventually you just realize that it's just like the best connection that you had was each other. All right, let's clarifying this Three of Wands in the reverse. We have the Emperor card coming in here in the reverse, with the Six of Wands upright, and then we have the Ten of Cups, or rather Two of Cups in the reverse. Sorry about that. So really what's going to be happening here, Taurus, is someone has to just make the decision of no longer being stubborn and just communicating with the other person, and be willing to talk it out and start the communication lines. When it comes to the two of you guys, I do see potential with you guys. I do see the magic with you guys. I do understand why it is you guys even connected in the first place, because I do see a lot of similarities. It does feel as if both of you guys are very I don't know a better word for this, so it's going to kind of sound weird, but I do feel like both of you guys are very alpha energy. Both of you guys, whenever you walk into the room, you both grab attention. And so it's kind of inevitable for you two to be kind of just like butting heads in that way. But both of you guys are just very headstrong. And I feel as if probably just for a little bit longer you two are just going to be trying to consider other options, but you both eventually just realize that no other options really compare to what the magic that you two had. It's like you realize, both of you guys realize that you met your match with one another. I feel as if that's something that was very nice between the two of you guys. And yeah, man, definitely it's gonna, y'all's story definitely isn't done yet. Y'all just have to kind of just like figure things out, and someone has to eventually be the bigger person and be willing to just like talk about it. But yeah, whenever that day comes, it's gonna come, darling. You can't force that to happen. So Taurus, I believe that's all the tarot cards that I have for you today. If you enjoyed this tarot reading, let me know in the comments below. Give this video a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this. Be sure to check out your monthly tarot reading, and also follow my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all just being SimplyVelca, darling. And my website, if you want to book a private personal reading, is just SimplyVelca.com, Taurus. But I wish you so much luck and love when it comes to this connection, and hopefully I can connect with you sometime in the near future. Bye, darling.